Hey everyone, it's Mike again from Destinations of Travel, coming to you live today from Universal's Islands of Adventure. I don't really have anything specific planned for today. There's not anything really going on at Islands of Adventure specifically. So I figured I'd just do a lap around the whole park, give you guys kind of an overview of everything to see and do here. And I'll update you guys on some ongoing projects for some new attractions coming here. So right now we're up right by the entrance to the park, by the way. This is called Port of Entry over here. There's one of the biggest gift shops in the whole park, the Islands of Adventure Trading Company, where you can get merchandise for pretty much all of the IP that is featured throughout this park. And even some that's featured in Universal Studios as well. Take a walk through there on our way out, I think. And when I end the video back up at the front of the park, we'll take a walk through there. But for now, we're going to take a walk through all of the islands. Now, typically when I come into Islands of Adventure, I tend to go left over here towards Marvel Superhero Island. But today, I'm going to go right towards Seuss Landing, because this way you get the proper entrance to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade, and we all know that's the main attraction of this park, so let's go that way. By the way, before I do go that way, I want to take a look real quick. Across the lagoon, you can see the Jurassic Park Discovery Center. As soon as I get a better view here for you. I'm sorry, the music is kind of loud down here, but I'll try my best to talk over it. You can see across there the Discovery Center. And there's some construction walls up. That's because there is a new Jurassic World roller coaster, or at least rumored to be a roller coaster attraction going in. We don't have any information about when we might see it open or what exactly we can expect, but there is a new attraction going in over at Jurassic Park. Now we're going to take a walk into Seuss Landing. This area may not have any big quote-unquote e-ticket attractions, but it is a really cool, well-themed area. One of my favorite parts about it is that you won't find any straight lines in any of the buildings or the sidewalk or anything. Everything is all crooked to give it that Dr. Seuss feel. Here is probably the main attraction in Seuss Landing, the Cat in the Hat, which is essentially just a dark ride through the book. By the way, it is beautiful again today. It is about 85 degrees and sunny. It's a little hot, but it's Florida, so what do you expect? Looks like we got thing 1 and thing 2 out here meeting guests right now. Oh, and the Grinch. And I believe that is Sam's friend. From Green Eggs and Ham. By the way, this is definitely one of my favorite lands during the holidays because it is decorated so nicely, and the Grinch is out here, and other Who's from Whoville, and they have the Grinch Spectacular, which is a fantastic show. So if you happen to be out here during the holidays, definitely check out Islands of Adventure. Oh, one cool Easter egg I want to show you actually before I walk out of here. There's Dr. Seuss, right there. Let me see if I can take a look inside of Conker's, where they do some pretty crazy cotton candy. It doesn't look like they have it on right now, though.
You got some candy? Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
So this is obviously just a candy shop where you can get all your various sweets. But here's where they do the cotton candy. Obviously the machines are not on right now, but you can get all of these flavors. Birthday cake cotton candy sounds like just an overload of sugar. But they do like huge cotton candies with toppings in them. And of course, you gotta expect to get some crazy sweet treats when you're in a Dr. Seuss themed land, right? Alright, so now we're leaving Seuss Landing and heading over to the only island in the park that is not based on an IP, and that is the Lost Continent. And right in front of me here, this is Mythos, which is one of the best theme park restaurants in the world. And that's not just my opinion. They've won several awards for the best theme park restaurant. It is really good and incredibly well themed. I'm gonna take a walk down here. One of my favorite areas of the park is kind of just get away from the crowds. I won't say quiet, because there's really no quiet areas in the park, but you do get away a little bit. So, we'll walk down here. And it'll give us another view of that Jurassic World attraction construction we have going on. Not that there's really much to see right now, I don't think. But this bridge here, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear it because the music is so loud. I don't know, can you hear that? There's a troll. There you go. You had to have heard that. That was very loud. There's a troll that lives under the bridge. And he's just constantly growling at guests. Whoa, look at the turtle on the rocks right there. Of course, some theme park ducks and some fish. Troll is really loud today. Like I said, this is a nice area to just kind of get away and just relax a little bit. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of shade back here, but if it's not too hot, you can kind of just post up and, of course, get another look at Mythos. Not to spoil anything, but you can see Hogwarts off in the distance there. So we'll get around over there. That's the next island after Lost Continent. But also, a little bit of a closer look at the Discovery Center and the construction there. Like I said, there's not really much to see right now. Sorry, I am like right by a speaker right now. This music is very loud. But you can kind of see, I mean, a little bit of the construction happening, where it looks like they might be putting in some footers for the roller coaster or whatever attraction it might be. I'm gonna make my way back out to Lost Continent. You can always hear the Hulk roaring wherever you are in the park too. Has anyone been to Islands of Adventure before? I'm curious to know what your favorite attraction is here, because there's a lot of great ones. It seems to be like one of the parks where there's no one clear-cut favorite. And speaking of attractions, here is the entrance to Poseidon's Fury. Yeah. Which I think has one of the coolest facades of any attraction anywhere. And that is a sort of walkthrough attraction. You'll have a guide taking you through what is essentially a tomb, I suppose, of Poseidon, and taking you through the whole story. It's pretty cool. It's an older attraction. It's one of the opening day attractions, but still one of my favorites. Thanks, Tom. Thanks for checking the video out again. Might notice the crowd's starting to pick up a little bit. That's probably just because I'm getting closer and closer to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, which is gonna be right around the corner here. Here we go. actually enter Hogsmeade, to the right here is the Hogsmeade Station, or the entrance to the Hogsmeade Station, where you can take the Hogwarts Express over to Diagon Alley in Universal Studios, Florida. And here is Hogsmeade. Nice photo op with the Hogwarts Express. And you'll see some more construction walls here, and that's because there's another new attraction coming to Islands of Adventure, and that is, let me see if I can get the name right, just from memory, Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. I believe that's the name of it, which is going to be a coaster. We know that one for sure. And that opens, I believe, in June. On my right here is Ollivander's, the wand shop, where you can go in and have your wand choose you.
I'm going the right way, right, hon?
That is one of the best reveals of any main attraction in any theme park, I think. That's turning that corner and seeing Hogwarts up there. It is a little crowded over here, so sorry if it's a little choppy and trying not to bump into people. Doesn't matter how crowded the park is, the Wizarding World is always going to be crowded. For example, it is a 60-minute wait right now for Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, which is pretty standard. You might see it drop to about 40 minutes, maybe a little bit lower than that, but it's pretty rare that you'll see it that low. 60 minutes is what you'll typically see. Of course, we have a butterbeer cart right out here. One of the many locations you can get a butterbeer from. Another look at Hogwarts as we cross the bridge. Take a quick stop over here actually and just explain. At night they have a projection show they call the Nighttime Lights on Hogwarts Castle, I believe. And this bridge here is probably my favorite spot to stop and watch the show. Alright, let me get off this bridge, it's a little too crowded.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh, this is to Jurassic Park. This is like the land.
You ruined all of the pictures.
What do they got in there? King Kong? Sorry, I had to make my cheesy Jurassic Park reference. Have a photo op with the Spinosaurus over here from Jurassic Park 3. And then here you can see some of those construction walls that I was talking about for that new attraction. Here is the Discovery Center. We'll take a quick peek inside. To the Discovery Center to the right, you have the burger digs. You can grab some burgers and other food. You can see a lot of people decided to get out of the heat. There's all kinds of like interactive dinosaur sort of experiences. You can see some kids out there playing with some fossils.
Whole Discovery Center down there.
And of course, a gift shop. Can't have an attraction in Orlando without a gift shop attached. With the more recognizable T-Rex from every Jurassic Park movie, pretty much. And those noises you're hearing right now are from the Raptor Encounter meet and greet. Right now you can meet Blue from Jurassic World. Another restaurant in the Jurassic Park area. Looks like the Raptors aren't moving. Usually they're fighting over the pizza and pulling it back and forth.
Right separate. Oh yeah, yeah. Remember at Volcano Bay, they're like, yeah, that's too bad. I remember. That way shaking us.
You can see here there's construction walls on both sides of me. Another sign that this attraction will probably be a coaster because it's going to have to be set up on both sides of the walkway here. That big T-Rex on the wall. And here is the main Jurassic Park attraction, the Jurassic Park River Adventure, which I would guess, 30 minutes. 30 minutes isn't too bad. I expected it to be a longer wait because it is hot out today. I can fight my way through the crowd here. I'm going to get over to the splashdown area of Jurassic Park River Adventure. Give you a little bit of an idea of what to expect. Up ahead. I don't know what it is about this park, but if you go here and to Universal Studios in the same day, it will always feel like this park is about 10 degrees hotter. I'm not sure what it is, but that's always the case for me at least. Alright, I'm gonna try and get close enough. I'll stay here for another one, but I'm trying to get a spot where I can see it and not get splashed. See how much ground is over here. I don't want to go over there. That's for sure. See if I can move over a little bit. I think there's one coming now. So obviously, Jurassic Park River Adventure, as the name implies, is a water ride. But you can go on it and not really get all that wet. I mean, obviously you're going to get sprayed by like a little bit, but you can come off of that mostly dry. That being said, I'll show you some other water rides in a little bit that you will not stay dry on for sure. Joking earlier, referencing the Ian Malcolm line from Jurassic Park, but King Kong really is over here. This is one of the newest attractions. Actually, if I'm remembering correctly, I believe this is the newest attraction here still. I don't remember anything else opening more recently. Yeah, if you can find shade in this park, yeah, you definitely got to take advantage of it. Right now, I have no shade to take advantage of. The entrance for Kong. Kong is a 75-minute wait right now. So that'll tell you it's one of the newest attractions here. You see the gates welcoming you to Skull Island. See, oh, here come one of the vehicles right now. Is another pretty cool attraction. It's nice that they managed to bring back, you know, such a film icon like King Kong after it was removed from Universal Studios Florida. Obviously, very different attraction, but still, it's cool that the presence of King Kong is still here. So back to those water rides I was talking about, we are now entering Toon Lagoon. And the first attraction here is going to be Dudley Do-Right's Ripsaw Falls, which, like I said, you will not stay dry on. You can get a view of the drop here. Unfortunately not a complimentary service. You do have to pay extra for Express. Here comes one of the buses now. Let's see if I can get a look at how wet they are over here. You can see they're not even done. Still getting splashed over here. So, as I was saying, sorry, interruption, but yeah, they have Express Pass, which you do have to pay extra for. You do get Express for free if you're staying at one of the on-site hotels, but some of them are excluded. I believe Cabana Bay is excluded. The new, Endless Summer resort, which will be opening this summer, will be excluded as well. I want to say maybe Aventura is excluded as well. But the other hotels will get you free Express. That being said, the absence of a fast pass system, or a free fast pass system I should say, does help keep wait times down a little bit, because you're not stopping the standby line, you know, every couple minutes to let fast pass go. So it helps a little bit. Obviously there are still some long wait times here. I'll make my way over here towards Popeye and Bluto's Bilge Rat Barges, which is sort of a rapid ride.
Right there, watching him out. Yes, he is. He's up there. Come on.
Thank you, Jenny. That's good to know, actually, because I personally don't have any experience with Express. I've never gotten it myself, so I couldn't really tell you. Although I would have to imagine, like I said, if it's not a free service, only a limited number of people are going to have it. So it's definitely going to shorten up your wait times quite a bit. And try and get back here for a view of Bilge Rat Barges to show you just how wet you can get on that as well. Now I don't do the water rides all that often because obviously you're going to come off soaking wet. The rest of your day is going to be a little bit uncomfortable unless you're prepared for it. But this is my favorite water ride anywhere. Like I said, you're going to get soaked. You can see some of the rapids here. Wait and see another boat come around this corner here. Yeah, I'm sure they do sell quite a few express passes. But again, you know, obviously at Disney you're going to have way more people using the Fast Pass Plus, given that it's a complimentary service. Let's watch these poor people get hit with this waterfall here. And right up here is Ship the Olive. That's sort of like a kids play area sort of thing. There are actually like little water guns and stuff so you can actually spray down the people on Bilge Rat Barges to get them even more wet, if that's actually possible.
No, we did it.
So now we're getting into like the main stretch of Toon Lagoon up here, which is, I mean, I like this area a lot. With the comic book look of everything. The word bubbles for your photo ops. Obviously, it's not the most popular IP. You know, you don't see kids lining up for Flash Gordon movies or anything like that, but I still think it's a really cool area in the park.
Hey guys, you guys, let's go to Walter Run.
I'm gonna spend my reward.
Got some midway games over here. We can win all kinds of prizes. Which I guess if you're a Cleveland Cavaliers or Cleveland Indians fan, that's the place to go. Not quite sure why, but there they are. I've never seen the Dracula, Wolfman, and Frankenstein's monster plushes before. Those are pretty cool. And now we're coming out of Toon Lagoon and entering the last island, which is, for me, the first island. If you're a Marvel nerd like me, this is going to be your favorite. This is Marvel Superhero Island up here. Thanks for watching, Jenny. Let's take a walk through this comic store over here. They always have a lot of really cool stuff. For some of these statues over here. The Hulkbuster's $575. This group over here, $1,160. That's this guy right here. Here's my favorite right here. That is really cool. Actually, you don't have the prices out for these over here. It just says see an associate for details. This is really cool too. If you guys saw Into the Spider-Verse, you'll recognize that one. You can also get a full-size baby Groot. That one's actually only $325. It's not bad. What else do we have over here? Thanos. Oh, we have an Ant-Man helmet. Haven't seen that one before. $195. Black Panther helmet as well. That one is also $195. We have all kinds of Deadpool stuff over here. Sounds like the heroes are about to come out to the streets. That means it's going to get a little bit crowded. I'm going to try and make my way out here.
This is a job best left to the kids that are already moving to your village.
ETA 5 minutes. ETA 5 minutes. Exercise caution until superhero arrival.
Yeah, shield out.
Looks like they'll be out here in about 5 minutes. Now right over here is my favorite attraction in any park. That goes for Disney parks as well. And that is The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. If you've never gotten out here to experience this, it is an amazing attraction. It's currently a 45-minute wait. And that's usually just about the standard for that. It was really the first one to combine screens with live sets and stuff like that. Really just an amazing attraction. No pun intended. Make a quick right turn over here towards Dr. Doom's Fear Fall, which is basically just a launch tower. The music is really loud now. If you're a Marvel fan like I am, there's a lot of Marvel Easter eggs to find around here. Not just this area in front of Doom, but in Marvel Superhero Island in general. So it's a lot of cool. It's a lot of fun to kind of walk around and pick out all the different details. There's one actually straight ahead of me. I don't know if you can read the sign. Let me get a little bit closer. Attorneys at law. If you watch Marvel's Daredevil or are just familiar with the character, then you're gonna recognize that. Looks like they have some Captain Marvel stuff in here. It's a really cool Captain Marvel backpack. Let's see a price tag anywhere. Oh, here we go. It's like $90. This collection of dog toys, or I guess just pet toys. And bowls and leashes, collars. Hero should be coming out any minute now. Missed it, but down on the other end is the Captain America Diner. There's two dining locations in Marvel Superhero Island. They are pretty much the same thing. I mean, it's that same kind of quick service cafe kind of thing. Siren means they're coming. Getting meet and greet with guests. Looks like there's quite a crowd for Spider-Man over there, and it's iconic. There's no Captain America out there, which is interesting. There's usually Captain's usually with them. Now we have one last attraction to show off, and I think you can probably guess what that is. Right, it's Storm Force Accelerate. Just kidding, it's the Hulk. The Incredible Hulk coaster. Just her growling. Hulk, I want to give you a heads up. You cannot go on the Hulk with anything in your pockets. You have to go over to these lockers here. And they are complimentary lockers where you just swipe your park ticket and you get a free locker, put everything in there, and then when you go into the queue for the Incredible Hulk, you're going to go through metal detectors. So you're not allowed to bring anything with you. Phone, wallet, nothing. You can't have anything on you. It looks like it's a 30-minute wait for Hulk right now, which is actually pretty short. Typically closer to an hour, maybe like 45 minutes. There's that launch right now. This is widely considered to be one of, if not the best coaster in Orlando. And really even one of the best in the world as far as coaster enthusiasts go. Personally, it's a little bit intense for me. A lot of flips and spins, and you really only do it like once in a day, but it is definitely a fun coaster for sure. And by the way, Storm Force Accelerate is actually an attraction back here that is basically teacups. Teacups with a lot of wind in your face.
Oh, thank you. Okay, fine.
Don't think I need to explain that one too much. I'm pretty sure you know what to expect there. By the way, the Hulk underwent a really big refurb a couple years ago, where they actually tore down the entire track and rebuilt it. They built it the exact same way that it was, but obviously made it smoother. And they added on-ride audio, so now it has its own original music, which adds a lot to the entire experience, I think. Like I said, that is the last island. Now we've done a full lap around, and we are back up at the port of entry area. where, of course, you'll find your Starbucks and your Cinnabon. So you can still come and get your caffeine fix. Personally, when I would vacation here, first thing in the morning, rather than stop at Starbucks and get some caffeine, I would just let the Hulk be my cup of coffee in the morning, because that will wake you up. I'm going to do one more thing here, and that is take a quick walk through the Islands of Adventure Trading Company, the big gift shop up at the front of the park. Just to give you an idea of some of the merchandise you can find here. Thank you, Tom. I appreciate that. Thanks for checking it out. Always happy to show people around the Orlando parks, whether that's Walt Disney World or Universal Orlando. And again, as always, if you guys have any recommendations for what you'd like to see for a future video, just let me know. Throw a comment on here. Always looking for suggestions. Our next video will probably be Friday morning, for this coast anyway. We will probably have a video on the West Coast as well before then. Let's take a look at some of the Harry Potter merchandise here, which is some of the biggest sellers. You can get a shirt, a Quidditch t-shirt for whatever house you're in. You guys know which house you're in? Because I am a Hufflepuff. And these shirts are $34.95. If you're a really big Harry Potter fan, they do have these authentic costumes here. You can get a Quidditch cape and a Quidditch tracksuit. It's hard to see with the glare on this here, but it's $150 each. Hermione's Yule Ball gown for $375, which is really impressive. Or Snape's costume, really tough to see on here. There you go, $4.95. And again, it's just a really impressive looking costume. Of course, you can get your wands, all kinds of different Harry Potter stuff. They actually have a table set up for merchandise for, let's see if I got the name right, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Is that what I said earlier? If not, I think I was close. All kinds of different magical creatures, like a unicorn, Fluffy. Then of course you got your Minions. Can't get through Universal without the Minions, right? All kinds of different Minions merchandise. Like I was saying, we'll have another video on the West Coast pretty soon. My next video will be on Friday morning, I think. I will definitely let you guys know for sure in advance. And like I said, let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to see. Just drop a comment on this video. I will check them all out and see where we're going to head next. And we just got some generic Universal merchandise over here. These mugs are pretty cool. Like every attraction on them. Obviously not every attraction, because that's a lot of attractions, but 2019. We got King Kong, we got some Harry Potter, Fast and the Furious. Jurassic Park. I've never actually seen this figure set too. That's pretty cool. I like these little Jurassic Park plushes over here. They're like the characters of the film, but in dinosaur form. So here you've got John Hammond and Dr. Sattler as a Triceratops. Oh, I knocked over John Hammond. A lot more Jurassic Park merchandise over here. Just a simple Jurassic Park t-shirt, which is $30.
Here's this funny looking.
You even actually have some How to Train Your Dragon merch over here. Got a toothless lunchbox cooler type thing, a toothless backpack. And some toys. Sorry, it's hard to see over here. This toothless play set, I don't know. Looks like it's a bowl. That's an interesting play set. And of course you got your pop figures, which you'll find all over the place in Universal. Oh, I like this How to Train Your Dragon shirt. And that is $30 as well. Back outside in port of entry. This is where we're going to end the stream for today. Be sure to keep an eye out for an announcement for Robbie's next video. And my next video later this week. Going to start getting back to a little bit of a regular schedule. Sorry, I know it's been a little bit hectic lately, but we'll straighten it out. Like I said, if you guys have any recommendations for what you'd like to see next, just let me know. Drop a comment on this video. I'll check it out. But otherwise, thanks for watching today. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.